Hello, and welcome back. My name's Don, and I'm the narrator of The Knowledge, which provides for humanity the power of knowing how life works. And today we're going to do a video that's maybe seems a little off track from showing people on how life works, but I'm going to pull it together. So let's get started. Today's video is about data centers. Now, how does data centers relate to how life works? And here's how it unfolded. Back 15 years ago, when the knowledge came through me, it gave me thousands of insights. And a lot of them I didn't understand. And so each year, each day, each moment in my life, these insights are clarified so that I can share with you some interesting things that are not in the norm. And today, talking about data centers is going to be one of those days. And here's where we go. Data centers are rapidly being constructed around the world. Currently, there are probably 2,000 to 5,000 new AI data centers in the United States alone, and probably 2,000 to 8,000 worldwide. Now, what you're going to hear if you just Google data centers is you're going to hear that the economic impact and the environmental impact that these data centers are going to have on us. They'll talk about the fact that they use electricity at amazing volumes now. And one of the concepts or one of the thoughts that was presented was that one large data center will consume enough electricity to power 400,000 electric vehicles. Now think about that. And the other concept that's certainly being examined is the high level use of water, because water is needed to cool these data centers. Now, initially, nobody's really looking at this because it hasn't affected humanity just yet. But when you start using up the grid for electricity and you start consuming water that is much needed in many commercial venues and also human existence, when you start adding that all together, then people will start to notice a little bit more. Make no mistake, this is not a call to anything. I'm not going to talk to you about Armageddon. I'm not going to talk to you about conspiracy theories. This is simply insights that I'm sharing with you for you to think about. And here it is concerning data centers. Understand what data centers are. They're large processing facilities. They are processing knowledge and information, thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that exist throughout thousands of years of information. And what I'm sharing with you right now is that there's another end result that's going to take place because of data centers. You've heard me talk many times about consciousness. We can't measure consciousness. We actually know what consciousness is now, at least from a perspective of the knowledge. And that's basically the repository for all of our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, emotions, knowledge, and information that we've created as a humanity over the last couple hundred years from 117 billion people that have come and gone on this planet, and we've created the current consciousness. And you'll hear me say many times, if you have been listening, that we're in a shift right now, and that shift is a shift in consciousness. And I'm going to be blunt with you, I didn't grasp all of this until I was sitting by myself, 3 o'clock a.m. on my couch, and all of a sudden, all of the lights came on, metaphorically speaking, of course. And what I was saying is that this shift in consciousness is being created by these large data centers. because they're gathering information. And what everybody's thinking is that AI is gathering the information from things that we've created, from all of the books and information that's out there, but there's something more to it that nobody's touched on. And if you think that I'm off in the weeds someplace, that's okay, because it will prove itself over time. And I'm not feeding my ego by saying, hey, this is something I've known for a long time. No, I'm trying to share information with you so you can watch it unfold real time. And what that information is that all of this consciousness that we're talking about, that we can't measure, we can't see, we can't observe it. In fact, I walked you into the fact that consciousness is dark energy and dark matter. And when the astronauts got back, I would like to have been in the briefing room because they blasted through consciousness on the way to the moon. And that will soon unfold because somebody's going to crack and say, yeah, we had feelings and thoughts and beliefs that we didn't have when we were here on Earth. And one of the things when the astronauts came back, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but when the astronauts came back, you could see something had changed in them as far as their view of love. They loved each other because as they were cracking through consciousness, they were moving outside the vibrational frequencies that we've created here on Earth. So that's getting off track a little bit. Let me get back on track with these data centers. Understand that they're processing all of the information that's available from all of the sources in the world that you can tag into. But there's more. Eventually, those data centers, after they get created and everybody assumes that what they're doing is gathering existing information, they're going to touch deeply into consciousness. And when I talk to you about shift in consciousness, that's what I'm explaining for you. These data centers, who are basically generic right now, that are consuming electricity and water, nobody's paying really a lot of attention to it. The normal person doesn't care about a data center. But what I'm explaining to you is what the end result's going to be. And when that happens, that shift in consciousness is going to go from the human being being able to develop their realities from their individual consciousness focus to a mechanical processing data center that basically can shift that consciousness in any direction they want to. One of the things I touched on a couple of videos ago was that we are cults following the leader that have control over their agendas that pass it on to us. Listen to this. Please listen to this. When these data centers are up and running at full capacity, and when they find out that we are tapping into a universal consciousness, a God consciousness, a cosmic consciousness, when they discover that we're tapping into consciousness, if it's not understood by humanity, the individuals that have control over your lives right now are going to have superior control over everything you think and do and want to accomplish. And that's the thing that we're calling attention to. Now, this is not stand up and be counted, because you can't stop it. It's happening. It's already under construction. The thing that you can be is aware. You see, the missing piece of the humanity puzzle is awareness. And that's what the knowledge is delivering to humanity right now, although it be pretty small and short and quick. But the knowledge is delivering to humanity awareness. Awareness that these data centers are soon going to have the ability to shift consciousness as we know it. And if it's turned over to the wrong people that have control, you can fill in the blanks. I'll leave it at that. But I want you to go Google data centers, learn about them. Start learning about AI, and it's tough for a lot of us. But just take some time and become aware. Thank you for listening. This is Don Saunders. Please follow us on future videos. There's a lot more to come.